Greetings, students. This is Miss Mills, here to share with you the mini lesson for Sort 45 in syllables and affixes. So take a look at our collection of words for the week, or 2 weeks, and it'll be pretty obvious, quickly, what these words have in common, if we just take a look at a couple. Recopy, unkind, uncle, recycle, unequal, unwrap, reptile, refinish, unselfish, remodel, rescue, refill, unbutton, rewrite, unbeaten, unhappy, retrace, unpack, retake, unfair, return, uneven, and review. Now you may notice that they all start with one of two ways, RE or UN. And the majority of these words have that prefix. Remember, a prefix is a part of a word that has meaning that you put at the beginning of a word, added onto a base word. For example, in unwrap, we know the word wrap, and then we have the UN at the beginning. That's the prefix. So what does it mean to unwrap? Well, you might be thinking, it means to take wrapping off, the opposite of wrapping. And you'd be absolutely right. Let's take another one. For example, let's look at retrace. Do we know what it means to trace? That being our base word. To trace, to go over something. Well, what does it mean to retrace? It means to go over something again. So these prefixes, the UN and the RE, have meaning. Unkind is the opposite of kind. Unequal is the opposite of equal. So the prefix means not or opposite of. Now for these RE words, refinish, rewrite, they all have to do with doing something again. So the prefix RE means again or back. So when we sort through these words, that's what we're going to be paying attention to. And we'll have to keep our eyes out for any oddballs, words that begin with these letters, but don't necessarily follow the pattern of holding the meaning of the prefixes involved. All right, here are the headings for this sort. We have words that begin with RE, the prefix re, as in rebuild. Words that start with the prefix UN, un, such as unable. And then we have the oddball. And remember, this time, the oddball is really focused on the meaning and whether or not that prefix is added onto a base word. Re means again or back. So to rebuild is to build again. The prefix un means not or opposite of. So unable means I'm not able to do something. Let's go ahead and get started. The first word we have to sort is rescue. Rescue. Obviously, we see the RE at the beginning. Now, is this being added onto a base word? Skew. Now, there is a word that sounds like skew, but it's not spelled this way. We don't really know what this meaning is. I don't think this is a base word. And the meaning of rescue, to save someone, I don't think that has anything to do with again or going back. So I think that belongs in the oddball category. Unbutton. Unbutton means you're going back. You're not buttoning. You're doing the opposite of buttoning. You're taking out the buttons. Review. Review. Now this is a base word. View. I think so it belongs here. It's interesting though. It is to look again, but we use it colloquially to not just mean looking with our eyes, whereas view clearly just means to look at something. But when we're reviewing, we usually use it to talk about going over something, which is looking over it. Recopy, copying something again. Reptile. It's not reptile, and that wouldn't even make sense. Again, we look for a base word. Ptile. No, I don't think that has meaning. The RE is not serving as the prefix in this word. Reptile. Retake. To take again. Sure enough. Unselfish. Means not selfish. Return. To turn is definitely a base word. And if you're returning something, you are usually bringing it back, right? So that does have something to do with the idea of back or again. So I think that pretty well fits under that category. Refill, to fill something again, to fill it back up. Rewrite, to write it again. Unfair, the opposite of fair. Unkind, the opposite of kind. Unhappy, not happy. Unbeaten, someone who has not been beaten. Retrace, to trace again. Remodel is to model something again. So to fix, we use it to talk about to fix up, to make something new, especially in how it looks. Recycle. So we do the cycle again. That's an interesting one because we all know what it means to recycle, but the actual parts of this word, we know what a cycle is. Something that goes around and around. And re is to do it again. So when you're recycling, you're actually helping something go around again. Next we have uncle. It starts with these two letters, un, but it's not really the opposite of anything, except for maybe aunt, but it's not un-aunt, it's uncle. Is there a base word there? Uncle? I don't think so. I think it belongs with our oddballs. Uneven means not even. Refinish is to finish something again. Specifically, when we're talking about like furniture, you can refinish like a table, and it means to like repair or replace, do the finishing touches again. So either the paint or the stain. So the last finishing touches, you're doing those again. Unequal. Unequal means not equal. Unpack, opposite of packing. Unwrap means you're taking off the wrapping, which is the opposite of wrap. Let's go ahead and check to see if our answers are correct. All right, so we've done it. Now it's time to write your answer key. The ones you want to pay most attention to when you're writing your answer key are the oddballs. They're maybe not the most obvious at first, but I'm confident you'll get it as you practice. So rescue, reptile, and uncle all are those oddballs. And then the rest of the words can be fairly easily sorted by their prefixes, unable and rebuild. So go ahead, make your answer key. I know you can't quite see all of the words here. So if you need to pause here, you can, and then press play, and then pause again to get those last two words, refinish and unwrap, that don't fit in the screen. If you have questions, please ask your teacher. And I hope you enjoy learning about these prefixes as they really help you understand meanings of lots and lots of different words. Enjoy!